Hello, Stella.
Hi, Danielle.
Welcome to Montreal virtually.
I wish I was there.
Have you been to Montreal before?
No, never.
Well,
it was my chance.
Yeah, well, hopefully you will get another chance and then we could meet in person. That would be lovely.
I really hope so.
Montreal is a nice city to see. So yes, I hope you can, even if it's not for CQS, I hope you can come and visit.
I would love to.
So the first question is quite simple. I would just like to know where are you from, and where do you live at the moment?
So I was born in Greece, and I lived in Greece the last, what is it now? I think it's already 13 years. The last 13 years I've been living in Berlin. So, but I was raised in Greece. I studied there also, and then we decided with my husband to try Berlin, and we thought of coming to Berlin to try it out for 3 months, but we are 13 years now. So
I guess it is a good sign.
yes, there are many things we like in Berlin.
Great. How did you become a dancer? What is your path?
I think it was one of my wishes. Like a small child, I was always saying I want to be either a dancer or how do you say it, pet. A doctor for the animals. How do you call it?
Veterinarian.
Exactly. But at the end, dance won. I started like most girls, classical ballet, modern jazz, and then I decided to study professionally. So then I went to England and I studied there for 2 years. I wasn't very happy, and I wasn't very satisfied with what I found in England. So I came back to Greece, and then in Greece I went to the American College of Greece, which was where I got my bachelor in dance. And I kind of liked going also into theory and into, so not only dance technical classes. It was something I enjoyed. And then after the American College of Dance of Greece, I went to the Greek State of Dance, which is also in Greece. And this was a very technical school, like hardcore, strict, and so that's I studied dance for 7 years, actually, like professional studies for 7 years. So it was something I was enjoying a lot, going from one school to the other and keep on studying dance.
And how did you become a teacher? How did that started?
This started actually even before I finished my dance education. I had already started teaching. But of course, I started teaching children, and then a bit older children, and then adults, and at some point I started having my own group of people, like in Greece. Before leaving Greece, I had started having my group of people that I was teaching them, and it was always a mixture of professional dancers and totally amateurs. So this was a very big challenge for me. And I think from these classes back then, I learned so many things, how to create challenges for different groups of people. I think these until now, it's something that really interests me, and I find it every time I teach somewhere. You always have your professional dancers, the people who pick up steps very fast, the people who can do tricks very fast, and you have also another group of people that maybe it's their first class ever, even if it's professional training or profi training. And I love it, actually. It's not something that I love having different people, different levels, different people from different areas also, like theater, acrobatics, circus. I find it an amazing challenge. And as a teacher, I think this is pushing me to find solutions, to find ideas. And now I am teaching a lot for very different places, like universities or professional dance schools or theaters, companies, profi training for dancers, or workshops for beginners. Or I do teach like in different places and different levels.
And do you like that's what is awesome, because as a teacher you want to it's nice to know that you keep learning yourself. As a teacher, you don't stop learning because you're teaching, but it's still something that's going on. So that's I live that too, and that's what keeps us going too, because it's an exchange.
Definitely. And I think maybe that this is also a reason why I like having people from different backgrounds, because I take so much from them, and it's not my background. Like, for example, I love acrobatics, but I'm not an acrobat. So whenever acrobats come to my class, I really observe them. I really take from them as much as I can. Or break dancers or capoeira people, or there's so much there that we can learn and we can use.
Yes, yeah. You have a teaching philosophy. What would it be like in a nutshell?
It's funny, actually, because my teaching philosophy is totally opposite from the philosophy of the online training. I mean, it's totally, how can I combine the two? My teaching philosophy until Corona, I'm really focusing on the group. I'm really, it's also because as a choreographer, I love working with people that respect the group and respect the other dancers. I love solists also. I'm not saying that someone should hide himself to be with the group. No, I'm saying that using the group, you have to make yourself shine, but you have to you have to be with the group. And this is my philosophy, and this is also what I'm trying to reach in my classes. So I'm trying to make my students dance their heart out, like go really full out, but not losing what is happening around them. And that's why I mean, the people who know me, I use many things, like I say coffee meeting, we have a coffee meeting there, coffee meeting there. So it's moments and places where the dancer has to be with the group and be part of the group. But at the same time, I want them to show their personality. I want them to feel the freedom. So this is a very big challenge, but I think it's so important. And I love working with people like this. I love working with people that will respect me as a dancer when I dance with them, and they won't ignore me, or I love working with people like this. That's why I'm trying to work on this in my classes. And to be honest, I don't, as a dancer, I haven't felt very often that this is something that interests people. To be honest with you. Also, like with choreographers, sometimes I feel they thought that they don't really care for this. At the end of the day, they do care, because when you are on stage, you have to be a group. You have to be with your group, with your dancers, with your team. So at the end of the day, of course, I find it super important.
Well, I don't know, maybe this world situation right now with the pandemic will contribute to, because I think now people are craving togetherness. So maybe this will contribute to people wanting to take your class more, maybe, hopefully.
Yes, it's really like I really feel that my normal class is a very anti-corona class. Like, it's full of contact, full of like, I love also bringing people like really close, and so it's really but okay, yes, we have to adjust. And this is the way it is. We have to adjust, and it's also good, because then you have to forget about your aims a little bit, and you have to start finding new ideas, new aims. What can I do now? How can I work with them now that the group doesn't, like, online, you don't have a group. So okay, we throw this idea now for now, but we, like, I search for other things that might help.
Yeah, and learning to be in the moment and make what we can with what we have at the moment.
Exactly.
What is the thing when you finish a workshop with a group of people? What is the thing that you would like them to keep after you're gone, or after they?
I think it's exactly what we talked about, the group feeling, that you are not alone dancing. You don't dance for yourself only. But you have to dance because you offer. So you have to offer to the group, and you have to take the group's dynamic back, and you cannot be alone. You cannot. I think this at the end, yes, I think this stays with my students, like, because my class is, in general, is, or my workshops, or my performance projects or things, it's about the group, how you will develop your personality within the group. And I think this is what stays. So it's not so much the movements or the technique. That might be also, but this is not the important thing.
Yeah. Before, well, I assume that you before the pandemic, you were traveling a lot to teach in different countries and stuff like that. Did you notice any differences depending on where you were, on how the material is received, or how, like cultural differences towards the dance, or like the relation teacher student, or is there any differences that you would notice, or is it like more universal for you?
No, there are differences. There are differences, and there are places or countries where people are very, very controlled, very modest. They are a little bit scared to scream, to be loud, to be, and then, for example, yeah, I don't know. I have workshops from United States. People come and they are also loud, and they you see, and it's amazing how different people are. But the most amazing thing is when these people are mixed. Like, for example, in Germany, I teach a lot in Berlin. So in Berlin, of course, it's very international. You have many students from many places, but in general, it's a controlled a bit situation. And sometimes when some groups from United States come and they join the classes in Berlin, and it's amazing how you see, like, the two worlds, influencing each other, and it's at the end it becomes one.
Yeah.
But at the end, like in the beginning, you really notice the difference. Of course, we are not the same, and
But it's nice that people get to meet like that and see different proposals and different ways of addressing the dance, and I think it's very
totally, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and I think it's so helpful for artists to see that. Okay, yeah, I could do this also. You know, I can be loud, or okay, I don't have to be loud the whole time. I can be also pretty cool about it. It's
yeah, there
very
are
nice.
1,000 ways of dancing. Yeah. Do you you mentioned that you went to a school that was very strict, and do you notice any difference like between when you were a student and now with the students who you are teaching to, in how the relationship with the teachers, and how like the dance in general? Do you notice any differences?
I'm guessing a little bit because I'm not sure what is happening in like the professional dance schools all over the world. But I'm guessing that this a little bit old-fashioned kind of education that I had, which was very strict, the idea behind was, I will be so hard on you, you will cry every day, so you will become a very strong professional and you will survive in the art world. I think, and I hope, that this doesn't exist anymore so much. I mean, I have some doubts because I know there might be some places that are still in this mentality, but I think art now is much more accepting everyone and everything, and like this idea that I will hit you until you become hardened. I think this doesn't exist anymore.
Hopefully.
I hope.
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, on the other hand, yes, I'm not sure if I'm correct, because then you see also choreographers. Some choreographers, they can also have this attitude. So so I'm not saying I'm not sure if I'm correct in my wish, if my wish is correct. I hope so.
It sounds good to me. So with each of our guest teachers, at the end of this interview, we play a little game. So I will ask you 10 questions, and the goal is to answer. There's no right or wrong. You just try to answer as quickly as you can.
Whatever comes in my brain.
The first answer is the right answer.
Oh my God. Scary.
So what other profession would you have liked to attempt?
Painter.
Something you always wanted to do, but you never did.
Oh my God. Do a very, very big bike tour.
Creation or performance?
Performance.
One word to describe yourself.
Calm.
Reality or fiction?
Reality.
Do you have an addiction? And if so, what is it?
My child.
What is your favorite curse word?
Skata. This is shit.
In Greek?
in Greek.
A show that made an impact on you.
My show or of
A
someone
show
else?
that you saw or that really had a big impact on you.
Ultima Vez was pretty strong the first time I saw them.
Would you prefer losing all your memories or never being able to create new ones?
Oh my God.
That's the tough one.
Yeah, I guess I would choose to lose my old memories, but with half-hearted, like not happily.
Yeah. If you could change one thing, what would it be?
Death.
And what is your state of mind at the moment?
Stressed. Although I'm a calm person. Don't ask me how this is possible.
Well, we live in a world of contradictions.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Stella. It was a real pleasure to meet you. I really wish that one day we can meet soon and exchange and have a chat again.
Me too, Daniel.
And I enjoyed the last 2 days with the Montreal dancers. And stay safe.
Yes, definitely. I will enjoy being with them. They're very, very nice. And yes, I wish in the future that I will be able to visit you.
Yeah, we'll try to make it happen very hard.
Yes, yes. Stay safe also.
I will.
And thank you very much for inviting me.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you very, very much.
See you soon.
Ciao.